somebody's got into somebody's apartment. That person wasn't there. I'm looking around for whatever valuable, spot a ring, a big ring. It happened to be a 7-carat flawless, 7-carat ring, flawless. At any rate, got that. Didn't have time to look around because this person actually was coming. So this person was coming. We had a confrontation. I didn't want to hit her or anything, so I kind of just maneuvered myself and got out. I got out past her and shot down the stairs. I was gone, but she had already called. Like I said, they were waiting, and I got downstairs. I got out the building. I'm walking down Prospect because I knew that I had a friend that lived very, very close on this same block, very close. So I make it to his apartment, and I'm thinking, okay, I just gotta chill here for a minute, you know, just let me stay here for, you know, just a little while. Not knowing the cops had saw where I went. They didn't know which apartment, but they knew I was in the building, and basically they weren't gonna let it go. I eventually did leave, and I was on foot at the time, you guys, dumb. And I made it 1 block away trying to get on the bus, y'all, to make it back to where I was living, and police pulled up on me like that. They said it was some robberies that had just taken place. They took me back to the building. The people identified me, yes, and that was it, guys. I went to the county, Milwaukee County, and basically got bounced around from Milwaukee County to the House of Correction, bounced around back and forth, back and forth. And the reason why I was bounced around so much is because at the county, they have facilities for people with mental issues. And I was put in that facility because I was a fighter. I was pissed. I was angry. So I was fighting a lot. And that's why I was always going to the county, because the county only had this facility. At the House of Correction, they didn't. It was just like a big dorm. And everybody just in there. Y'all know what that's like. Or the why I went to prison video. Stay tuned. So you guys, you know, I've been to jail for a lot of shit. Drug dealing, oh my God. So many drug situations. You know, like I said, carrying concealed weapons. And just like I said, upload today will be why I went to prison, or the why I went to prison video. Stay tuned. So you guys, you know, I've been to jail for a lot of shit. Drug dealing, oh my God. So many drug situations. You know, like I said, carrying concealed weapons. And just like I said, numerous amounts of stuff. But I do have to also say this to you guys, and that's why I came back to make this little clip. A lot of this behavior came from drugs. I had started tooting powder, and that cocaine it wasn't for me. It had me in a whole nother element that was not me, but that pretty much started it, you guys. And from there, it was a downward domino effect, downhill. So I just want to come back in there and add that in case some people out there being like, oh no, she lying, she ain't telling the story right. Yeah, I am. Okay. Y'all, man, where do I start? It's sad, but I got a record. I do have a record. But I'll say this, you guys. I've done a little bit of everything from A through Z. I really have. I really don't know where to start, but just let me think about it. Just give me 2 seconds and I'm gonna get it. Okay, y'all. I've been to jail for burglary, which is why I went to prison. I have been to jail for fighting. Oh my God, numerous amounts of time for fighting. Prostitution. I went to jail for prostitution, you guys, in Las Vegas. that's a wild trip, and I was really young, but it happened. I went to jail for carrying, excuse me, concealed weapons. I got many charges for that. I have a lot of charges for, I don't know why my voice is starting to crack, you guys, but bear with me. I got into some trouble with this little person, a doctor. Of course, I'm not going to say his name, but he convinced me, and the money was right, to go with him into Cuba and smuggle Cohiba cigars. And for all of you that don't know about Cohiba cigars, they're very, very expensive from Cuba. And what we did was in framework, like a picture that's in a frame. We would smuggle the cigars wrapped in saran wrap and all that type of stuff for the dogs and all that type of stuff. We wrapped it up. The cigars were hidden in the frames of the pictures. Okay, that was a big one. And I think that's really when a lot of the stuff started to dawn on me that maybe I'm being watched. It's some things going on here. But to sum it all up, you guys, that wasn't the reason why I went to prison. Like I said, I went to prison for burglary. Okay, 1 count, felony burglary. And it all started when, back in the day, you guys, I lived on this block. I've mentioned it before. I lived on Prospect. I've had quite a few apartments on Prospect in my lifetime, but back then when I was in my early 20s, you guys, is when I met this guy named, well, I'm not going to say his name, but he was a friend of mine, and he happened to live in this building that I was robbing or burglarizing. And this was not a Rudy Poop type place, meaning they had, you know, you just couldn't walk up in this place. You know, you had to basically register to go see anybody in the building. And that was my way in, my friend. I would, you know, put all his information down, go see him, really honestly visit him. But I would leave, and when I left, he really did think I was leaving the building. He didn't know I was robbing his friends. And it had got to the point where so many burglaries had taken place.